TI communities, what's up? It's ATN. Mr. E as the kids call me. And I'm here to talk through some tips on how to save through electricity. Give me 1 second and I will share my screen. Okay, great. Some tips to save electricity. Again, it's ATM from Southridge in the world. You can do an electricity audit. Says don't let the word audit scare you. Basically, this just means going through and reviewing the electric usage at your home. And of course, that's most normally outlined on our bills. If you, depending on what your utilities company is, they will definitely outline and compare from month to month how much electricity you've been using. For the best and most in-depth electricity audit, you might want to call in an expert from your local electric company. The best part, a lot of electric companies offer this service for free. A lot of them will definitely come down. They'll read the meters. They'll give you a breakdown of the bill, even if you don't want somebody to come because, of COVID, you can hop on the phone and just get an explanation of what your bill is, okay? Turn off the lights, okay? A bad habit that we do have is walking out of the room, leaving the lights on, and that could definitely save electricity. Keeping the lights on when you're not in use, when they're not in use, is a real drain on your electricity and your budget. For every 40-watt light bulb that runs for an hour, 0.04 kilowatts of energy is used up. So let's say your electricity company charges 10 cents per kilowatts of electricity. That means that every hour the light is turned off, you'll save 0.004.1 cents. That might sound like crazy savings, but if you switch off the lights, 5 lights in your house for 10 hours a day, you'll save up to $6 a month, okay? That math is a little wonky, but the gist is you can save some money if you would turn out more lights. The more lights you switch off, the higher wattage they are, the more you'll save. And if it's sunny out, use the natural light to your advantage. Not only is it easy on the eyes, but it's also free, okay? Open up those blinds, folks. Change your light bulbs, okay? When you go in the store, the light bulb section has plenty of different styles of light bulb. They have a soft light, they have a bright white. Those are to help us not only see differently, but they help us to save on our wattage. Next time you're at your favorite home improvement store, take a hard right turn down the lighting aisle and stock up on compact fluorescent lamps or light emitting diodes, okay? That's LEDs. We normally use that in terms of TVs now or screens, but those are lights, okay? Be on the lookout for a green Energy Star logo when you're shopping too. It's the government symbol for energy efficient products. A typical Energy Star certified CFL light bulb will pay for itself in energy savings in less than 9 months. After that, it'll continue to save you money each month. Most LED lights use only 20 to 25% of the energy of those old incandescent lights and last 15 to 25 times longer, okay? Check for any air leaks. Air sealing your home is a cheap and easy money saver. Just pick up some weather strips for your doors and windows. You'll also need some caulk to seal those leaky areas in your plumbing. Of course, because we live in these complexes, we have maintenance staff. You may be able to just ask them to seal it up for you. They'll come and do it. Caulk and the caulk gun will cost you less than $15, but it can save you up to 20% on your energy costs. Definitely a return on your investment, okay? The good thing about, if you don't understand what this means, a lot of the reason that we turn up our heat is because there's air leaks in the windows or air leaks in the floorboards, and those are reasons that we sometimes see a spike in our bills because there are leaks, okay? Replace your air filter. I've actually had the maintenance staff come to replace my air filter. It needed to be replaced twice. Once when we were first got in here and we turned on the air, but then once the heat needed to be used, then we changed it again so that the smell wouldn't be funny, and then it wouldn't smell like it was burning too bad. It's a simple fix that can prolong the life of your HVAC system and make it run more efficiently. That will save you money in the long run. Bite the bullet and remember to swap out your air filter every 3 months. See, you'll be glad you did. Shut the door. Keeping the outside doors open while the AC unit or furnace is running is a bad idea. Okay, and just when you were young, your mother said, "You letting all my heat out, you letting all my air out." It's a real thing. Okay, not only are you letting that person an expensive air escape, you're also making your unit run harder for longer. Just visualize your dollars sailing out the door, right alongside your coveted cool air. Thermostat programming is very crucial. I do it myself because obviously the nights can be colder, mornings a little colder, the afternoons not so much. Okay, so and I'm gonna read this slide, but you think about it, after about 9 o'clock, it starts to really cool down, right? During the daytime, of course, when the sun is up, it's a little warmer. And that early evening might be a little warmer, but around the time where you're going to lay down, it's going to be cooler. So you might want to turn your thermostat up. But as it progressively gets warmer through the day, you might want to program it down. Okay, dialing down your thermostat by 7 to 10 degrees for 8 hours a day can save you 10% of your electric bill each year. You can do this the old-fashioned way. Just change the thermostat when you wake up and adjust it again before you go to sleep. If you want to save your sanity and it's in the budget, you can buy a programmable or smart thermostat, which most of our buildings have. It'll save you the hassle of remembering to turn the temperature up or down morning and night, and they're not that expensive either. Some start at just $20. Okay, so if you hit the program button, and I know in our complex you hit the program button and it shows you the days. It'll go through the times. You keep hitting the program button to set the program to what you want your heat and air to be at a certain time. This is really helpful. So you don't want to run your appliances unless they're full. The average washing machine uses 590 kilowatts and the average dryer uses 769 kilowatts. That means each load of laundry you wash and dry costs about 70 cents. It'd be a shame to spend that amount when you're only washing a few socks and the shirt you want to wear tomorrow. So wait until you have a full load of clothes in your hand before you declare it laundry day. And when it is time to toss a load in the wash, there are 2 super simple ways to cut back on the amount of energy you use up. Using less water, fewer loads, and using cold or warm water. Don't use the dryer or anything but a full load. Make sure you're not to over dry the clothes, and try to dry similar items at the same time. Okay. The next one is check the phantom energy. Of course, I know you're like, what is that? We're not talking about ghosts. We're talking about phantom energy, a little something that helps when appliances use up energy even when they're turned off. Okay. Yep. Start unplugging those devices and appliances when you're not using them. You'll be surprised by how much money you save just pulling the plug. Phantom energy costs the average family up to $100 per year on their electric bill for nothing. So it's literally like when your lamps are plugged in, but they're turned off. Yes, they're turned off, but they're using phantom power, right? If you have a blender plugged in or a toaster plugged in, most people keep their microwave plugged in because it's something that we use a lot. But a lot of things can be unplugged if we're not using them often. Adjust your refrigerator. This is another one of the small fixes that makes a big impact. Take a look at your settings on the refrigerator. A good rule of thumb is to keep your fridge set at about 35 to 38 degrees. Adjusting the setting like this will keep your food fresh and frozen, but will make sure your unit isn't zapping extra energy by working overtime to try to keep everything too cold. Self-explanatory. Excuse me. Ask about discounts and incentives. Check with your local electric company to see if there are any special savings available. If you don't ask, you'll never know. Sometimes they will have things that can help you, okay? Some companies give discounts for going paperless. Others might give you a rebate based on an energy-saving home improvements you do to your home. Not only that, but when you sign up for newsletters, they share tips and tricks that can help you save even more. Another helpful thing, a lot of these companies will help you out on a price break if you are enrolled in auto debit. Okay, so keep that in mind. And that was the last slide. Okay, there's some great things on here. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. There's some great tips on here. There are some things that can be very helpful. There's some things that I've employed myself. Definitely, I adjust my thermostat. I definitely try to make sure my blender, toaster, all those things are unplugged if I'm not using them. It's just a bunch of stuff that you can do. Make sure you turn on those lights. When I was a kid and I wasn't paying the bill, I didn't really care. Now that I'm grown and I'm paying the bill myself, I make sure that I keep it cut off. Okay, so let's try to put some of these things into practice. It'll better the quality of our bills, of course, but also the quality of life living. And the environment. It's going to be very helpful. Okay. I hope you guys learned something from this presentation, this slides, this little session, and drop some comments below to tell us how you help to save energy in your own home. Okay. Looking forward to reading them. Have a good one.